Sorry. What it do, cheeky crew? I am so fucking hyped because of this fight night. But first, let me apologize. I it's such a dumb mistake. I was publishing the video today. Like I was just done editing it. I looked to see at the fights, like what time the fight night starts. It had already started. The time I checked was the fucking CLD fight going on. I was like, shit, I can't publish this now. I'm so pissed off. But for like rationality, to be fair, I will show my picks real quick. Hold on, let me get the Google Doc up. So here's the picks I had, bro. I had Sean Brady versus Leon Edwards. I had that by Brady round 4 sub or a gritty 49-46 decision at 60% confidence. I had Jan Blachowicz versus Carlos Holberg. I picked Carlos Holberg by a 30-27 unanimous decision at 55% confidence. Gunnar Nelson versus Kevin Holland. I had Nelson had a round 1 sub at 35% confidence. That was retarded of me. I'm not even gonna lie. Molly McCann. I picked Molly McCann. Jordan Vucenic. I picked Jordan Vucenic, as many people did. I got the round 2 submission right, just the wrong side. Nathaniel Wood versus Morgan Charrier. I had Charrier by round 3 TKO. I was wrong for that, low-key. Jai Herbert versus Chris Padilla. Thank God. I was rooting for Chris Padilla so heavily. Thankful he got that win, bro. Very thankful. Loner Kavanaugh versus Felipe Dos Santos. I had Dos Santos by 29-28 UD. I think he won that fight. If Kevin Holland won Gunnar Nelson, like won against Gunnar Nelson, whilst being taken down and held down for most of that fight purely because of damage off his back, Felipe Dos Santos won that fight. But I'll get to that later. I had Marcin Tybura versus Mick Parkin. I had Mick Parkin by 29-28 split decision. I had Mick Parkin winning that personally, but close fight. CLD versus Andrei Pulaev. I had CLD, Puja Tomar, Sean O'Bannon. I had Puja Tomar. Nathan Fletcher versus Colin Loughran. I had Nathan Fletcher. And Garam Kutaladze versus Cauê Fernandes. I had Garam Kutaladze. Now for my live reaction. I'm not even going to edit this shit. I fucking called it, bro. I went terrible on this card. I did shit on this card, but I fucking called it. I called it down to the submission, down to the round, down to the fighter. I called it. Fuck yeah. Yeah, Sean Brady won versus Leon Edwards. I'm so grateful. Bedtime released a video saying Sean Brady will never be champion. He sucks ass. He's a terrible fighter. I said no. This kid is the new Damian Maia. Fucking, I don't think he'll be a champion either. I'm being dead ass. But all the people who were doubting him, I knew this kid is a new Damian Maia. He's a new Damian Maia. And Damian Maia would have smoked Leon Edwards prime for prime. Just saying. I'm so happy though. Never mind. Sean Brady, even I was shocked by the fact he was piecing up Leon on the feet. Like in the striking, he was schooling Leon Edwards. He was landing combinations like Conor did against Alvarez. That is crazy. I did not expect that at all. I think he deserves the next title shot over Shavkat Rakhmonov. I am being so dead ass. He deserves it more than JDM, but obviously can't pull JDM out of that now. But like Shavkat has always been overrated. He's never beat someone in the top 5. Sean Brady's beat someone in the top 5. He has more ranked wins now as well. His only issue is he lost to Bilal. But I'm very happy Sean Brady won. He saved us from having that Leon rematch. I'm so thankful for that. And hopefully we get to see Leon versus Ian Gary now. That will be a beautiful fight. So for the co-main now, sorry, I'm breathing heavy. I'm hyped. I'm hyped because I did so shit on the card, and then I got the main event and the co-main right, and that's all that matters to me. So for the co-main event, we got Carlos Holberg, Jan Blachowicz. Carlos Ulberg won. Jan Blachowicz thankfully didn't look that washed, but you could tell the double shoulder surgeries had him a bit screwed up here. Hold on, I'm going to have a little sip of water real quick. My fucking water bottle's empty. Anyways, I'm pissed because I did want Jan Blachowicz to win, even though I picked Ulberg. But, like, on the other hand, I'm happy. I'm pissed, but I'm happy because I got my picks right on this fight. But yeah, shit, I think we should do Ulberg versus Yuri Prochazka. I think Jan Blachowicz should fight a Volkan Ozdemir, maybe. I don't know. Rakic rematch probably wouldn't be good. The winner of Khalil Roundtree, Jamal Hill, I would love to see Jan Blachowicz fight the winner of that. That would be a great fight. Carlos Ulberg, as I said, should fight Yuri Prochazka on like an Abu Dhabi or Perth card. I'm pretty sure they're having a Perth card later this year, a fight night. No, I would prefer that be on like an Abu Dhabi card so there's like equal footing. You know what I mean? Featured fight, Gunnar Nelson versus Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland showed like good submission defense. He's not that good. He's not that good. It was a fun fight. Gunnar Nelson holding Kevin Holland up with just one arm was crazy. But yeah. Shit. Also, Kevin Holland has 40 fights now. That is crazy. That is Anthony Smith levels, bro. That's outrageous. 40 fights and 25 are in the UFC. That's insane. That's insane. I respect Kevin Holland deeply for his like so many fights and stuff, but he just ain't got it right now. He just ain't got it. He should have finished Gunnar Nelson there. He really should have. Let's be so dead ass. He should have KO'd him. I know he was getting clinched up. I know he was getting taken down. He could have gotten out of those submissions, in my opinion. He clearly wasn't training his wrestling. He's not top 15 quality anymore. He's not top 20. No, he can be top 20, but he's going to be used as a stepping stool. Very clearly. Like, they're going to feed him to guys like Carlos Liel, Brian Battle, those types of guys. They're going to feed him to whatever up-and-coming prospects they have. If they could, they would feed him to Prates. But Prates is ranked above him, so that would be a bit unfair. Molly McCann retired. Very sad. Alexia Thanara. I mean, shit. She could go pretty far. I don't know. It's hard to tell with women's fighters. I'll be keeping an eye on her, though. I hope she turns out like a Wayne Khan because that would be really fun. I think she should fight Bruna Brazil next. That's another woman fighter that I can name off the top of my head who is coming off a loss, mind you. That's important. And she's in that like lower level range. And she works with the fighting nerds. But Molly McCann, I'm very sad she retired. She always fought on her shield, went out on her shield. It's sad, but you know, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? I wish her a good retirement. I hope the UFC gives her a nice job as like a brand ambassador. Jordan Vucenic versus Chris Duncan. This shit pissed me off, bro. Jordan Vucenic didn't bulk up at all for lightweight. Like, very clearly, he just kept his featherweight build. That pissed me off so badly, man. I'm super upset. I know everyone got this pick wrong, which gives me some comfort. But, like, why did he shoot a takedown? He was schooling Duncan on the feet. Why did he shoot a takedown and get put into that guillotine? It was retarded. It was retarded, and it pisses me off. Main card opener, we had Nathaniel Wood versus Morgan Charrier. Nathaniel Wood, always a decision machine, always a fun one. Charrier fumbled the bag, bro. I don't know why he was fighting like an idiot. He wasn't able to counter the speed, make his reads. He just kept on getting caught. You know what I mean? He landed some good elbows in the clinch in round 2. Very good elbows in that clinch. I don't know why he didn't just use his size advantage to keep taking it there. You understand what I mean? Like, he could have pulled a Brian Battle and used like dirty Muay Thai clinch striking to beat Nathaniel Wood. He genuinely could have, but he didn't, and he sold hard. Ugh! Great performance by Nathaniel Wood. I would love to see him fight. Who's someone I can name off the top of my head? I don't know. Muhammad Naimov would be a fun one. Didn't he already fight Muhammad Naimov? Shit, bro. That's why I was. Oh my god, bro. I gotta search this up. I don't know. Doesn't matter who he fights next. In all honesty, doesn't matter. Prelims. This had me happy, man. I was doing pretty shitty before this, and I did pretty shitty after this, but this had me happy. Chris Padilla versus Jai Herbert, man. I'm glad they gave it to Chris Padilla. I am very glad. I don't blame him for the boring performance. I'm being honest. He was trying his best. His issue is he's a counter striker. And Jai Herbert just wasn't engaging. He wasn't engaging in any of the rounds at all. And the one round he did engage, he did pretty good, I'll be fair. But that was the third round, and like Chris Padilla couldn't get his reads down on him. And he still stumbled him at the end of it, rocked him hard. If that was like the first round instead, Padilla would have gotten that second round TKO. I am being so dead honest here. Like, he was out striking him the whole fight. He was doing so good, and he showed great fight IQ. I'm proud. I think Padilla's a good prospect. I don't know if he can make that top 10 yet, but I think if fucking Jalen Turner can make the top 15, so can like a Chris Padilla. You know what I mean? Loner Kavanaugh versus Felipe Dos Santos. This had me pissed. This was 2 robberies in a row. I think in my heart of hearts, Felipe Dos Santos won that round won that fight, not very clearly, but reasonably clearly. No, it wasn't a clear win. I'll be fair. You could have given it to Loner. I had it 29-28, Felipe Dos Santos. I don't care. I don't think the control time mattered. Loner Kavanaugh was doing good ground and pound, but those elbows off the back, opening up new cuts on Loner Kavanaugh. Look at Loner's face at the end of round 2. Look at Felipe Dos Santos's. I'm just saying, Felipe Dos Santos was covered in blood, and it wasn't his. He's had like 2 very, very, very competitive fights against great prospects in a row. And he's taken both of them to split decisions, if I remember correctly. No, he took Andre Lima to UD, but he schooled him on the feet in that fight. I think Felipe Dos Santos won that first and won that second. He was doing more damage off his back than Loner Kavanaugh was doing on top of him. I will say Loner Kavanaugh showed excellent ground and pound. That was beautiful striking. It was very, very fun. Both guys were doing great jobs on the ground. That was like the one flyweight fight on the prelim and shit. Yeah, shit, I just hope they don't cut Felipe Dos Santos. They need to give him easier fights. They're giving his 3 losses in the UFC. Manel Cap, Andre Lima, Loner Kavanaugh. Those are 3 great fighters. They need to give Felipe Dos Santos like a Michael Perez. Like they already gave him Victor Altamirano. Build this kid up. Stop feeding him to other prospects. What are they going to give him next? Joshua fucking Van? Give him a Ray Saruya. No, that could be a nightmare matchup for him, I'm not going to lie. But it also couldn't. It depends. I would like to see a Ray Saruya fight. For Loner Kavanaugh, who do you give him? Matt Schnell is coming back. If he wins that fight, give it to him. Maybe a Cody Durden. I would like to see Loner Kavanaugh fight a Cody Durden. That could be good. Marcin Tybura versus Mick Parkin. This fight pissed me off because Mick Parkin clearly won the first and, if I remember correctly, the second. Yes, the second. I was confused on if it was the third or the second. Although the first and the third were close. It's easier for me, in my opinion, to argue a 29-28 McParkin than a 30-27 Tybura. Or even a 30-27 McParkin than a 29-28 Tybura. I think McParkin won that first round. Like, you look at this. Total strikes, he was schooling them. Significant strikes. I think he was one away, right? He outstruck him in that first round, I believe. He did very good in that first round. He was landing the better shots, in my opinion. I just think it's bullshit. I really do. Now, after some malding and some thinking, I'm glad he lost. And I'll tell you guys why. I don't think he's ready for the top 10. I really don't. I want to see him take some more time, do some more training, build his skills. The kid's only like 26. That's a very, very young heavyweight right there. I'm glad Marcin Tybura won. I want to see him get fed to like a Sergey Pavlovich. That would be very fun. That would be hopefully a good knockout for Sergey. Hopefully. And yeah, Mick Parkin, I think he's got great promise. He showed great grappling, great durability, great striking. He has a chin on him. That's the most important thing. He was eating some bombs from Marcin Tybura. I'm very glad his chin got tested and it was shown to be right. But yeah, give this kid like a Waldo Cortez Acosta. I think he schools him. Waldo Cortez Acosta has zero technique. So I would love to see that fight right there. Christian Leroy Duncan versus Andre Pulaev. I'm happy I got my pick right here. I didn't see any of these fights after it. However, I did rewatch the Colin Locker and Nathan Fletcher fight because I heard a lot of people calling robbery. That shit was bullshit. He fucking got outstruck every round. Every single round he was outstruck. He was legitimately, even in the clinch, even on total strikes, the pity patter, knee strikes and shit. He got outdone. Are we really rewarding Mario Batista behaviors? Are we really rewarding clinch farming and control time with no damage and takedowns with no damage? He didn't do effective grappling. Nathan Fletcher did the effective striking. It's as simple as that. This pissed me off. Kuwait Fernandez versus Guram Kudaladzei. I'm not going to lie. I had a feeling about Kuwait. I had a feeling. I don't know why I didn't pick him. I'm never going against my feelings again here. I am never going against my feelings again here. Guram Kudaladzei is a bum. A bum. Bro, I don't care what anybody says. If you look at the stats, he did not win that Gamrot fight. He barely won that Vucenic fight. Like, he's not that good. He is not that good. How are you going to have Hamza Chimaev, Ilya Taptoria, and fucking Alexander Aptorov in your corner and fucking lose? You have a pound-for-pound roster in your corner and you lose. Fuck Guram Kudaladzei. He sold everyone's parlays, bro. He is not all that. Feed him to a fucking, what's his name? Ludovic Klein. Feed him to Ludovic Klein right now. Feed him to a Mateusz Rebecki. Feed him to a Mytabek Orabai. Mytabek Orabai versus Guram Kudaladzei. Good fight. But feed him to some up-and-coming prospect because he does have name value. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, great night overall. Great fights. You know the drill. I really enjoyed this. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Gonna publish this right now. No editing. I do my reactions live. I'll have a few videos coming up this week. I'll have an Instagram up soon. And yeah. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and have a lovely evening.